talk about this term state, you see, state has got different meanings at different places. For example, in the Indian context, the states basically are the units. Haryana, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Chhattisgarh, Sikkim, Manipur, we call them as states. But when we talk about the chapter of fundamental rights here and the directive principles of state policy, then here state will mean the government, that is the executive as well as the legislature or any other authority, means the government organizations, institutions. That is the term, the state shall not. So here when it is the state shall not discriminate, it means that a parliamentary law will not discriminate, a decision of the union government, the decision of the state governments. So all this will come under the meaning of the state. So it is government. But when we talk about state as a concept in political science, then state here will mean an entity having 4 elements. Now, what are these 4 elements of the state? Population, territory, government, and sovereignty. Population and territory, they are the physical basis of a state. People, they live in the state. The population of the state cannot be fixed. But yes, this population means the people will be living in a defined territory. The territories have to be fixed. Then the government is the political basis of a state. And then we have got the sovereignty. Some of you may be aware about this concept of sovereignty. Some of you may not be aware about this concept of sovereignty. So what is this concept of sovereignty? Sovereignty is the supreme decision-making power. When we talk about sovereignty in ourselves, means the sovereignty of an individual at an individual level, then an individual is sovereign. We all are sovereign. Over, it is said, over his mind, body and soul, an individual is free. So basically we can decide that what types of clothes we will be wearing, then what type of food we will be having, to whom we will be talking to. This is our own decision. So over is mind, body and soul, and individual is sovereign. But when we talk about the sovereignty of a state, sovereignty is of two types. Internal and external. Internal sovereignty means the laws of the state are binding on every individual and organization within the territory of the state. That is why you say that when some people say that we will not follow the law, then what we say that they are challenging the sovereignty of India. So the sovereignty of the country is being challenged. That is what we say. Then when we talk about external sovereignty, the foreign relations are conducted without any external pressure. That is an independent foreign policy Now, when we talk about this concept of sovereignty, you say that the units like Haryana, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Chhattisgarh, they have got population, they have got territory, they have got government also, but they may not be enjoying sovereignty. Have you ever heard Florida's foreign policy or the foreign policy of Texas or Tamil Nadu's foreign policy? It is the foreign policy of United States of America. It is the foreign policy of India. So here what we see is that it is the sovereignty that differentiates the unit with the state. By now, it may be clear to you that when we talk about this concept of state, we mean a country. What we mean? We mean a country.